y'all, Ellie Drinkers here, and it has been a hot minute since I made a video update. The past 18 months have just been insane in my life, and I feel like it's been like that way for everybody around the entire world. It's been like mass chaos. So I wanted to kind of provide an update. I think the last one I did was I did a couple of videos, and it was just kind of, I was getting back into my groove, and then I just felt like the universe was telling me I needed to take a step back and really think about what I was looking for and what I wanted. And I found myself really thinking about all the things that I don't want in my life versus the things that I do. So I'm gonna kind of explain a little bit about where we were. So last I had updated, we had moved to Vermont. My mother-in-law had passed away, and we moved to Vermont to be closer to my husband's side of the family. And I don't know if you can tell, but obviously I'm in a different house, different background. But it has been a wild time. So I was doing my business with Prove It, and things were going really good. And then I really kind of took my foot off the gas, and I needed to do that just to kind of focus on me and get my head on right. So with, losing someone you love and grief, it really took a toll on our family. And it was something that we had to work through on our own and are still working through. But I kind of put myself and my health on the back burner during that time. So I took a break from keto. I was kind of back to yo-yoing and figuring out what I wanted to do because I wanted results, but I didn't want to be super consistent, and I was constantly changing what I was doing, and I was finding that it just wasn't serving me. And for me, it took me coming full circle to realize that my body just thrives better with keto, a little bit more meat-based towards carnivore, and I wanted to start documenting my journey again, and I wanted to start documenting where I'm at and what I'm learning and a couple of different things. So let's rewind a minute. We moved to Vermont. We were there for a little over a year, and then we actually picked up and relocated back to New York. So right now we are actually in my childhood home. My dad moved out of state, and my mom is currently staying with us. She's gonna be living with us. We're gonna build her a cute little in-law suite. So a lot happened. I loved being in Vermont. I loved being close to my husband's side of the family. I loved watching my daughter grow up with family, and seeing her and her cousin together just blew my heart wide open. But my mom's health kind of took a little dip, and their circumstances changed. So we up and picked up ourselves again and moved to be closer to family that needed us at the time. So we are back in Saratoga Springs, New York area, and we are in my house that I grew up in. This house is super, super old. It was built in 1856. It's an old farmhouse. It needs new everything. It's gonna be a major project, but my goal is I'll document that as too. I'm gonna kind of shift my page a little bit. We're gonna talk lifestyle. We're gonna talk nutrition. We're gonna talk keto. We're gonna talk carnivore. We're gonna talk supplementation. We're gonna talk recipes and all the things that kind of just make up my life. And I'm really hoping that you guys stay on and be a part of that journey. This house has so much potential to be an incredible, beautiful house. It's about 3,200 square feet, and every single room needs something. So in the meantime, I plan on redoing one room at a time, and then in a couple of years, we will probably tear it down to the studs and completely overhaul the entire thing while building on an addition for my mom and those things. I am absolutely still with Prove It. I'm absolutely still drinking ketones. I will say that my nutrition was not spot on, and I kind of took the focus off of my own journey to focus on my family and my family's needs. So putting the focus back on myself, because something I really realized is when I'm dropping the ball on myself, I kind of drop the ball in so many other places. And you'll notice if you follow me over on Instagram or on Facebook, I will be doing a lot of lives over there, but these are going to be my more lengthy, more informational things, and then people can refer to this whenever they need it. So Like I said, I tried not being keto for about a year and it didn't serve me at all. If you have followed my journey or you followed me on other platforms, I was actually keto when I conceived and was pregnant with my daughter. And I have Hashimoto's, I have PCOS, and my cycles and everything were totally like normal before my daughter. Since having her, they were not. I had a thyroid storm after having her. So just really getting my body back on track and hitting back to like factory settings is what's important for me. And keto seems to do that for me. And like I said, I'm gonna be shifting it more towards a little bit of carnivore. But you know, some veggies here and there, some dairy, you know, it's not going to ruin my life. So I am going to share about that. We are kind of also going through our TTC journey for baby number 2, and I will make a separate video for that, just because there's a lot that goes into that and things that we've been experiencing and things that we've gone through over the past like 6 to 12 months. But yeah, so I'm going to be sharing all of that, sharing all that I'm learning. I'm also taking a course to become certified as a keto mastery specialist so that I can help people and make sure that I'm providing accurate information and educating and sharing what I'm passionate about and my personal experience. I will absolutely say I am not a doctor. This is not a substitute for medical advice. Just sharing my experience and what I am learning. I am very passionate about it. I'm very passionate about ketones. I'm very passionate about everything that I do. And I want to share that with people. And I want to document my journey a little bit more closely and, you know, hold myself accountable and share that, because there's so many things that go on in people's life and life happens. And we oftentimes think we're like suffering in silence or alone. And I want to show people that you're not alone. People have been through things. I've been through a lot of things, and I don't even know that I've fully ever shared my entire story on here. And it's something I've shared much more on my other social media platforms, but I plan on doing that here and being really transparent and raw and real and open with everything that goes on in our life. So I hope you stick around, and I appreciate every single one of you. And I'm really excited to be jumping back into this now that we have a little bit more stability and we don't plan on moving again for the foreseeable future. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So I hope everybody has been wonderful. And if you have questions or concerns or comments, please let me know. And I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving, because that's coming up. I am going to be cooking for Thanksgiving. I'll be making a turkey. I'm going to be making some stuff that's not keto, because my daughter is 2.5 and incredibly picky. And right now she's kind of on a protein strike. She won't eat meat of any form. She does eat eggs, but you know, the toddler life struggle. So I'll be making a couple things and some traditional stuff for other people that aren't keto in, you know, our family. But like our turkey and our gravy and all of those things. And I'll share a little bit of that too. And then we are going to be going to Vermont to visit family for a little bit after, and I'm going to document being keto and traveling as well. So I just wanted to share, and thank you all so much for following me. So please don't forget to, you know, like, subscribe, share, and I'm excited to share more of my life and more of my journey with you. And I can't wait to see where this takes me. And like I said, I will share every single thing, the nitty gritty, the good, the bad, the ugly, the raw, the real, the happy, all of it, because I don't believe that social media should just be a highlight reel. I think that we get stuck in a comparison game oftentimes because of what we see on social media. And I want to be that person that's real about everything. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and check in for the next video.